cousin by that name.
Oh, I remember Pete Silva used to run the X.
Oh, sure.
NASCAR North days?
Yeah. Pace car is off. Green flag is in the air.
And we are racing. Green flag racing down into turn number 1. And there you go. 4-cylinder action underway here at the Thompson Speedway, Motorsports Park. And the number 81, Jared Roy, leads them to the back straightaway.
Yeah, there is Roy trying to get away into a comfortable lead. Scott Michalski right there in the number 44. And then we've got Dave Trudeau in the 0, that flying 0 right up on the back bumper of Michalski.
Michalski in the 44 goes a little bit higher through 1 and 2, trying to block the advances of David Trudeau in the 0, the flying 0, as I did see the wings on it when he came flying by the front straightaway. But Jared Roy, the Sterling, Connecticut driver, is the one that everybody's chasing, and he is showing the way here on lap number 2.
Yeah, Roy was strong in his heat, and he's proven it to be true here in the feature as well. Roy off the second turn continues to open up that lead on the backstretch. Michalski in the 44, Trudeau in the 0. Here comes Silva now, all the way from the back in that number 31 to challenge for the 4th spot.
I don't know what took him so long to get it ready. It wasn't ready to come out for the heat race. I don't remember seeing that car out on the racetrack in practice, but they've definitely got it motivated for the main event here today, as he's moved himself up from 6th now into the 4th position. We've got 3 laps on the board, and he is going to try to track down that battle. The next car in front of him is going to be the flying 0 of David Trudeau.
Yeah, you talked earlier about momentum and how important it is, particularly with these mini stocks. They got to almost flat-footed here in order to keep it up and certainly to gain any ground. And right now, a good battle for the 2nd spot. Here's Trudeau with a move in the 0 to get underneath Michalski. Trudeau goes to the 2nd spot.
And as you can see, when they battled side by side, both those cars had to lift out of the gas. They lost a little bit of ground to Roy, who's out in front. And closing in is the 31 of Silva. He's closing in for 3rd place now. He's got a different car in front of him, though. It's Michalski in the 44. Or Michalski in the 44, who will ride in that 3rd position.
Yeah, that Silva car he's turned the fastest laps in this race so far. He's proved it by the distance he's made up to catch Michalski in the 44 and get into a battle for the 3rd spot.
They've got 9 laps to go this time. Can Jared Roy into that 81 to hang on and take down the win in the main event? Or is the upset story going to be coming from the back to the front? The number 31, Tommy Silva, who didn't even have that car back together to come out and run the qualifying heat race. But he's definitely putting on a show here in the main event.
So the hard time dispatching of Michalski in the number 44 as they stay side by side out of turn 4. And again, as you pointed out before, they're not necessarily as fast as when they're running single file, and he'd like to clear that 44 to get up there and get into a battle for 2nd. But Michalski hanging tough up on the outside in the race for 3rd. The cross flags are in the air. We'll be halfway this time.
Halfway home for Jared Roy in car number 81. Dave Trudeau liked that battle he saw behind him because that allowed him to get away. He stretched the advantage he had over 3rd place out by almost double what it was before. And now the 31 of Silva has to try to track down 2nd place. And he's only got 7 laps to do it. It's 6.5 as they go through turns 3 and 4.
Here's the leader coming down across the stripe, Jared Roy, who's been strong right from the onset. The 0 of Dave Trudeau, unable to gain any ground on him. Again, the fastest car in the race of Tommy Silva, who has now cleared Michalski and on his way to get into a battle for 2nd spot. Will have 10 laps complete this time by.
Coming down to 5 laps to go for Roy in 81. Jared Roy started on the outside of the front row. Look out, Michalski through the infield here in the 44. That's going to move him out of the 4th position. He's going to slip back into the 6th spot as the front 3 cars are beginning to close in on each other.
Yeah, it's shaping up a little bit here. If Silva can keep up that pace, he'll get into a real battle for 2nd within a couple of laps. He's really clicking off some fast laps there, and now he's within striking distance of Trudeau in the 0.
Now the question is, do you pull the trigger and battle for for second because Trudeau is also closing on Roy? Or do you wait it out and see what happens? Because I can guess right now, if you go after second place, the leader's going to be able to get away a little bit.
Pace car gets ready to duck on into pit road, and we'll turn him loose for the remaining 3 laps of the mini stock feature. Here they come.
Roy on the outside, Trudeau on the inside, and Silva in third. Green flag is back in the air, and Michalski pulls back into fourth. Here they go into turn number 1.
Side by side for the lead. Roy with a slight advantage up on the outside, gets the jump down the backstretch. Trudeau falls back into second spot, and Silva gives chase to him. They'll see 2 laps to go this time.
Silva, sensing it to be time to go, dives down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take that second place away as they go into the popsicle 6. They head into turn number 1. Jared Roy beginning to motor away with the race lead of the 81 car.
Yeah, back out front into a comfortable lead. Trudeau with the advantage there, up one groove out of turn 2, is able to get down the backstretch. Got a great launch out of turn 2 and hold on to the second spot. Silva will take a run at him again, but he's got just a lap to get it done.
Final time and down the front straightaway and into turn number 1 they go. Roy in the 81 shows the way. Trudeau runs a half a groove up higher than he had been, and I thought that was going to open up the door down low for Silva in car 31, but he was not able to turn the car off the second corner and get the launch down the backstretch that he would need. Here they come off of turn 4. Final time for the mini stock division.
Under the double checkered flags from Bobby Blanchett, the 81 is your winner. Jared Roy, the 0.
Yeah, it's great. The car just drove great. The track just came to me. I was tight all day. And then started on a fair run and kept it there.
I know there's some people in the pits that are working really hard. I hope we gave you some sponsors, maybe you want to say?
Yeah, my Aunt Prue put the tires on the car. Big Butch Motorsports, they fueled it up. My dad, me and him and Randy been grinding in the garage for weeks on end, working the bugs out of this car. I'm just happy to have some results this week.